What's up, guys? It's your girl Never here, back again with another video. Today's video is going to be 10 advice slash tips to help you through your freshman year. I'm now a sophomore, and I was, my freshman year, I wish that I had a little bit more guidance or whatever, like within trying to talk to like more upperclassmen and like trying to get more advice about classes. I had a couple of classes with some upperclassmen that I felt comfortable asking, that like I felt like had a goal and like had the same mentality as me to understand where I was coming from, so I wasn't just like a complete nerd or something like that. And so yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit more about like, how I wish things could have been different and things I wish I would have known and things I did know. So number one is, I have my notebook here. Number one is find a good group of friends. Everybody most people come from 8th grade together or whatever, but me and my friend group, like, stuff just like drama, people feel certain ways about certain people, and so like everything kind of fell apart. But at the same time, I was able to rekindle like, new friendships with people that I was like, hi bye type of thing, and became closer with them. Then stuff happened within that, and so then I found like a new group of friends of like girls that were new to our school or whatever. And like, we're good, we're steady or whatever, and we're like, it's a good positive like girl group, if that makes sense. Like, I like to have a group of girlfriends. I'm very social and I talk to pretty much everybody in my grade, like us, like a hi and bye, like, how's your day going type of thing, like that, trying to be like, a good person and like, good human being, and but at the same time, certain things where you have like that close group of friends who you can go to whenever you need something. Have a support system, like have a good support system. Number two is like, as far as like mental health, well, number 2 and 3 kind of go together. It's have self-worth and self-advocate. So if you walk around with your head low or whatever, like, you're gonna look like an easy target or whatever, or like people might try to get over on you. And it's okay to have your days and to have your weak moments, because everybody has them, everybody's human. But at the same time, don't let that like set your tone, if that makes sense. Like, you go in, you show what you want to do, you know what you're about, so like, show that. And as far as self-advocating for yourself, if somebody got something wrong and you're able to like fix it, self-advocate for yourself and say, hey, this is not right, I need you to go do this, this, and this, and this. Or like, if something's going wrong or whatever, try to go get help and try to self-advocate for yourself. And I, like, a lot of times where I didn't know how to go to a teacher straight up, I would go to, admin, like my counselor or my principal or the head principal, like in some situations, and I'd be like, this, and this is wrong, and I need this, and this to be right or whatever, or I don't know how to approach this teacher on this, and this, so can you help me do this or whatever, or give me advice on how to, go in respectfully with a good, nice tone and stuff like that. And, as far as in my school, like, they were very like helpful and resourceful, and that's just like to have a good, like I said in step 1, like have a good support system. As far as like, having a good relationship with your principals and stuff too, like that really will help you throughout. Some kids are like, oh, well, I don't want to be the teacher's pet, yada yada yada. It's not cool, like nobody really cares. Like, you're not there for nobody else and how they look at you. You're not there to have certain people's opinions. You're there to get your education and for you to succeed in life. So like, at the end of the day, you ain't helping me go get my master's in college or something like that, so you're irrelevant pretty much. Like, just ignore it. It's not relevant. It ain't helping you grow. So hey, it ain't got nothing to do with you. It ain't got nothing to do with you and your type of time. Okay, so that's 2 and 3. 4 is like test the waters and find what works for you. And then this, a lot of things that I found out, like when it came to like certain classes, I have to study certain ways. So like math versus like if I were to go to English and we would have a vocab test, or if I would go to history and we'd have like a unit test, like a math unit test and a history unit test were 2 different things for me when studying came into play. Math, I could, if I could fill out the study guide and like have no problems, then I'd be good for the test. Or like I just don't even have to do the study guide because I know everything that's on the study guide, like I can just look at it and do it type of thing. Be confident in that, but don't like, if you're like, well, I don't know about this, I don't know about that one, like go to your teacher. Like, they're there for you. whether it's during lunch or try to find a time before or after school. Usually after school works best for me. And most teachers do stay like maybe another, like, because their contracts run till like, okay, we get out of school at 2:30, their contracts run to 2:45, most of them. So, you know, try to get in resourceful time and get in help within those couple of, like, you know, times that they have to stay after or whatever. And, you know, you just get past it, get around it or whatever, and talk to your teachers. Like, talk to teachers are the best thing there for you. Like, they're there for a reason. They get paid to help you. And people are like, I'd have classes with classmates and they'd be like, well, the teacher doesn't like me. I'm like, well, they're getting paid to sit here and help you. They give you work for a reason, for you to understand it. And if you don't understand it, you're supposed to go to them. That's in the direction. So go to your teachers. Like, they don't care. I mean, some do care when you're asking like the same question if you're not getting it, but like, as long as you're trying and they see that you're putting forth an effort, they might have a little more leeway for you. Like, they might make it easier for you and create an easier path for you if they realize that you're not getting the harder part of it. They might break it down some more if they see that you're advocating for yourself and that you're trying to get something to, like, you know, get there. You know, just test the waters and which teachers allow it. So, you know, it varies per person, per teacher, pretty much. Set yourself with high standards. Me, I really wanted my 8th grade year to have a 4.0. So I was like, okay, you know what, boom, 9th grade year, my year, 4.0, I'm doing it. I didn't get a 4.0 my first semester. I got a 3.8, but this semester, my last semester of freshman year, I got a 4.0, and I was so happy and I'm so proud of myself. And my overall GPA is 3.85, so, you know, I'm not mad at all. That's like right there at the 3.9. And if I can take a weighted class, I'm taking an AP class, advanced placement or whatever, and I'm taking an AP class, and if I can get that AP class to get me to my 4.0, if I get an A in that class, or maybe even a B, because it's like 3.5 instead of a regular 3 weighted class. So depending on how, you know, set yourself up with high standards or whatever, and that's what I'm doing, trying to get there, trying to get that 4.0 overall average or more if possible. You know, always have, you know, a good end in mind for yourself. Like, reach for the stars. Don't do trends. Like, don't fall behind trends that aren't gonna help you really. Like, don't get yourself in like bad habits and stuff like that. Like, just stay on your stuff. Like, if you really want to do something with yourself, stay on your stuff. Find stuff to, like, you know, occupy your time. Like, the stupidest, littlest things that can occupy your time that are constructive for you, do it. It might be annoying, but it's worth it, rather than you falling off and, like, you know, not really having anything for yourself to fall back on after school type of thing. People are always talking about, like, you know, what are you gonna do after school? And, like, it's okay, you could take a year off after your senior year and then go to college or whatever. Or even if college isn't in your plan, find something constructive to do for yourself, whether it's starting a business or anything like that. Like, don't just settle for less. Don't, like, you're bigger and better than that, so don't settle for less. Like, you can do it. Like, have faith in yourself. And join groups and clubs. Okay, so with this one, I really like this one because I wasn't one to join in like different clubs or whatever, but I was, like, within my classes, I ended up being looped in certain groups. And I do basketball. I mean, I'm in the sport, I play basketball, and, like, my teammates, awesome people. Like, there's, like, a lot of juniors that I'm super cool with or whatever. They're down to earth, they're super sweet, but now they're seniors. They were juniors at the time when I met them. And they're, like, these amazing people. Like, they're the best people that I've ever, like, met in high school. And there's some sophomores that I met who are now juniors within choir. They're also some of the best people on earth, and I really love them. They're super down to earth. They're there to help me when it comes to choosing classes, or, like, what teachers to not get and what teachers to definitely switch from, what teachers I wouldn't like, what teachers I would like. Like, just create bonds and create relationships with upperclassmen, to have a good support system. Like I said, it's always about your support system and who's on your back and who has your back within helping you with certain stuff. Don't talk to boys. They girls don't do it. They out here and they doing a lot. And don't share your goodies with them either. I'm telling you, you're gonna catch around and catch an STD. Don't do it. I warned you. Number 9. Make sure your mental health is stable. no matter what, if you have to take a break from your studies or whatever, you know, if you're not doing your homework, that's cool. Like, as long as your mental health is stable. Your mental health comes first before anything other. Like, school, yeah, school's a priority of mine, but my mental health is more than school, because my mental health can be whether I'm alive or not. I look at it, that's how I look at it. And when you're dealing with mental health, you really have to take your time. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, like, okay, example, finals. My social studies final, I was having so much anxiety over it. Like, I couldn't sit there and just study and go over it. So, like, right before the test, he gave us like 10 or 15 minutes, because it's like 2 hours. So, like, he gave us 10 or 15 minutes to look over it. And, like, the class period before that and the night before that, I looked over it, but briefly. Because I started getting, like, so warmed up, like, oh my God, I suck at history, like, I don't know what I'm doing, I can't, and disbelieving in myself. But then when I changed my mindset and I, like, took time and I meditated and I came to being okay with where I am and being okay with what I know, and if I don't know it, that's fine. Accepting what I get within me trying my best, as long as I'm trying enough to show that I can get done what I can and, like, get to where I know I can be. If I know that I can do better, then I would definitely do better. But, like, if it's taking so much on me to where I'm stressing and then I get, like, you know, discouraged, and then discouragement turns into depression, like, no, it's not worth it. Take some time to focus on yourself. Don't be so overwhelmed with work. Now, I'm not saying use it as an excuse, like, oh my God, my mental health is like, yeah. Don't do that. No. Do your work. Don't be lazy, or like, because, like, people actually have issues where they can't do it, and, like, you know, it just takes a toll on them. And so take your time. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but, like, if you need to, take your time away from schoolwork. That's all I'm saying. And number 10, have fun. It's your first year. You know, a lot of kids don't do good their first years as far as, like, grades, and, like, usually, like, that's why they slack off or whatever. You know, it's okay to have a D here and a C here and there, but don't let all them be C's and D's. No, you gotta get it together. You can't do that. But have faith in yourself and have fun. Like, you know, enjoy your time. I had an okay first year. I wish I would have got out there more and did more things and got more into different groups. There's, like, a lot of deadlines that, like, you had to, like, sign up and, like, have stuff done or whatever, and I just didn't do it because I was lazy, and I guess I forgot. I don't know. I just didn't do it. But do it. It's fun. It's something good for you, and it will be very fun. So that's it for this video. I hope you all have a good first year of your freshman year, and these can be applied to any school years, I guess. You know, this is some stuff that I will be taking with me to my sophomore year. But, you know, as far as a freshman and, like, first starting out, you know, I hope these help you within you trying to reach your success and be successful within high school, and that you get to where you want to be. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Bye.